Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about Gladiacoin. Gladiacoin, how you can double your Bitcoin in 90 days. And if you want to connect with us on Facebook, there's the link to do so. Um, so come on over. We post all this stuff over there. Brief history of Bitcoin. Remember, it started in 2008. It was on a paper that was published by Satoshi Nakamoto. And it was the first decentralized major cryptocurrency in the world. What does that mean? That means everything is written to an electronic ledger, and the ledger doesn't have one location. It's located on everybody's computer that uses Bitcoin. That's the decentralized part. And they wanted to have something that would control information. Basically, that was the idea. It didn't really start out as a money thing, but in 2009, that was the first transaction that occurred in the history and started everything off for us. And back then, when I found out about it as a financial planner, I didn't want anything to do with it. I said, no, 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 I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear about it. So I was wrong. I thought it was just going to go bye-bye. It was just something that had nothing to do with me. And all of a sudden, oh my gosh, the whole world is rushing to Bitcoin. And even back in 2010, it was only a dime a coin, and now look at it. Today was like 11.97, something like that. It's just screaming up, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon. And that gives us a world of benefit. So here's a bunch of companies that have invested in Bitcoin. They're all major companies. I really didn't know that they were doing anything with it or even thinking about it. But you know what? I wasn't paying attention. That's all there is to it. So how do you control those coins? You use a wallet. And where do you get a wallet? Well, the famous one that we use all the time is blockchain. It's also the largest. It has about 12 million accounts worldwide. There's Coinbase, which is another one, and you can also buy Bitcoin there. And Local Bitcoins is a place to buy Bitcoins. That's individuals that actually make a market publicly, and you can connect with those guys. And if they got a deal, take it. Zappo is another one, Copay is another one, and BitPay is another one. BitPay is a place where you can get some debit cards that you can actually use your Bitcoin anywhere you go, anywhere they take the debit card. There are over 100,000 locations here in the country that already take Bitcoin for goods and services. Just see, quietly, this revolution has been occurring, but yet most people don't know about it. I was talking to a fellow Sunday or Saturday, what day I was over there, Sunday, and I asked him about Bitcoin. He didn't ever heard of Bitcoin, and the guy was a civil engineer, you know, from Las Vegas. How could you not hear about Bitcoin in Las Vegas? So what are we doing here? We're trading Bitcoin. Now, not us. We're providing the capital for Gladiacoin to do the trading. That's what they're good at. They're an expert at it. And so that's basically buy low and sell high. But the thing that is that we can get the returns that we're getting because of the high volatility. In other words, the change in pricing goes up and down at a tremendous rate. And when that happens, you can actually get rich doing that. But you got to know what you're doing, and it takes a computerized system to do it because you have to have a lot of contracts, some going up, some coming down. You have to manage all those contracts, and a human being just couldn't handle all that volume of work. So what is it? Well, it's a platform that works with the digital economy. What is that? Economy is money, right? The other thing that makes this possible is the cryptocurrency exchanges. These are the places that are called miners, and the exchanges are where people buy and sell Bitcoin. A lot of miners do that. A lot of exchanges don't do that. They provide Bitcoin for some. Others just keep a record. Others are trading platforms. Others are kind of like stock exchanges where you can find out what the current prices are and all these different things. But we're concentrating on Bitcoin because it's very, very special in the world of cryptocurrency. The system is automated, so it has a high volume of Bitcoin that it moves, and we're providing the capital to do that, and it's from everybody. Everybody around the world can participate in this program. Now, what the basic idea here is that we're going to double your Bitcoin in 90 days. So whatever amount of Bitcoin that you put into the program, that's what they're going to double. And you can come in with as little as a 0.05 Bitcoin to get started, but your basic packages really start at 10% of a Bitcoin, and they'll double that within 90 days. It's fully automated. All of the payments, everything that's done, all the distribution of money and stuff like that is completely automated. Everything happens just like clockwork without any errors. And really, we've been doing this for a while now, and it just works perfectly. You also don't have a lot of tedious activity that you have to do. Pretty much, basically, you watch your interest payments come in every day. It's cool because those payments come right to your own personal account. They're not kept in the company. Because it's got an international presence, they've got to have a very powerful server system, and that's located in Singapore because it's the ideal place for this kind of thing. And it has an optional binary network. Well, what does that mean? Well, when you make a donation to the platform and you put money in the program, they're going to pay you a certain amount of Bitcoin as a percentage of your Bitcoin every day. That's 2.2%. And what happens is that you can refer people. It's kind of like a bank, and it's kind of like a time deposit at a bank where there's a certain amount of time that you put the money in, you get an interest rate, and then at the end of that period, they either give you the money or they ask you to renew, and it's the same here. Only the key isn't time here per se. The key point here is that they're going to double your Bitcoin. So if you put money in the account and you are getting your passive payment of the amount of interest they pay every day, plus you get some referrals that you refer people, you actually get a payment here. Bank doesn't do that. Bank says, hi, how are you? Thanks for sending those guys over here. Don't forget us now. And they don't do anything. That's it. It's done. Not here. Here they actually give you a referral fee, which will help you double the Bitcoin that you have faster. Happens in real time, 24 hours a day. It never stops, and you can access it anywhere in the world with a tablet, a mobile phone, or a PC. And it really works well on a mobile phone. In fact, that's one of the cool things about it, because there are 2.5 billion people in the world that all they have is a phone. They don't have anything else. So the whole thing is that once they've doubled your Bitcoin now, you've got 24 hours to make a decision. Do you want to continue this, or do you not want to continue this? Now, you got to do that. You want to continue it because otherwise you'll lose your binary connection. And this is what I'm talking about here. There are two ways to generate the Bitcoin. 2.2% daily passive, and this optional binary where you can refer people. The reason to do that is because you actually end up with more Bitcoin, but they only pay on the shortest leg. Now there's two sides, right? And that tends to, one of them can take off and get really deep, and that just means there's all that Bitcoin that you're going to be able to pull out of there as you refer people. And it's unlimited. It goes on to infinity. Okay, so what happens is you sign up and you have a position in the place, and then you have a right leg and a left leg. And what you want to do is you want to sponsor 2 people. You want to refer 2 people that want to do this. That opens up the rest of the binary for when people are brought on by the other people that are there, and people above you will be putting on people there. You will be able to get a piece of the referral fees from all of those people that come on at the same time. You can start and get a 5% referral fee all the way up to a 15% referral fee. And this is paid daily in real time as these people come on. There's no delays, there's no third party, nothing else. You get the payment every single day right into your own personal account. So you get the daily accumulation, plus you get the binary payments. Now, of the people that started with 100 BTC, for example, 50 people, out of the people that came on with at least 100 BTC, every one of them doubled their BTC, and everybody continued their program. And then they retained the binary thing. See, because over here, you got this side and this side. Now, if you decide you're not going to do it one of these times, after they double it, for one reason or other, you just don't want to continue it, and you leave, then these people don't belong to you anymore. Kind of like you've left the picture and they're still there. Now, if you want to come back, you can certainly come back, but you cannot get back into this position. So I would, if you do this, I would advise you to consistently renew your contract every time it comes up. And why wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want to get more Bitcoin? It's only going to continue to go up. Here's how the plans look. Start here at 0.05 Spartacus 1, no doubling, no doubling. The only thing you can do is receive 5% of whatever binary people are below you and the amount of money that they refer. This is a little holding place. This is how people can come on when they don't have any money whatsoever. It's very hard for them to find the few bucks to get on, 50, 60 bucks. And it gives them an opportunity to refer some people and get some additional money so they can get up to the next plan where the doubling starts. Now, anytime you have 0.1, 10% of a Bitcoin with the company, you get to double the Bitcoin in 90 days. But you can speed that up by getting 6% referral fees off the binary, and you can get up to 6 Bitcoin a month doing that. Now, Spartacus 3 plan is you get 20% of a Bitcoin. Doubles in 90 days too, but you get 7% of the binary this time. And you can get up to 18 Bitcoin monthly doing that. Here's the sweet spot. This is where you want to start. You got two nice spots in this whole program. It's the SPARTACUS 4 and SPARTACUS 7. If you can start with at least a half a Bitcoin, and your money doubles in 90 days too, but you also get that payment every single day from the passive, but you get 9% of the binary. That makes a huge difference. And that means you can actually earn 1 Bitcoin per day, 30 per month. That's pretty cool, especially when you're talking about, you know, $1,197 plan. You go to 1 Bitcoin, you get 2 Bitcoins, and finally 4 Bitcoins, and that's the max that you can put in. And this, people, is amazing, because this plan right here, with that 15% binary that you can actually receive, that fee, that referral fee, you can actually get up to 8 Bitcoins per day. If you refer enough people, or the spillover comes over, people that are put on below you get paid on those too. If you get a base of about $50,000 in cash down there, that's enough to make you cycle every single day. 50% of 50,000 is $7,500. That's almost all you need in order to get 8 Bitcoin right off the bat. But the interest payments that you get and additional referral fees that come in, because all those people are going to refer to, and it just keeps growing, it doesn't slow down, you can actually get 240 Bitcoin a month. Think about that. That's well over $240,000 a month. And if you have additional positions, if you take the triad where you've got one position and then you've got a position on each lower left and lower right, those can be you. They don't have to be other people. You can take those, and that'll activate your binary money as well. You can work one and maximize it. When you've got 8 Bitcoin coming in, then you work on the other one, and then you work on the other one. That's actually, what, almost 750 Bitcoin per month that you can earn here just doing that. And all you got to do is sit there and renew your accounts. It's pretty neat. Okay, that's basically the plan. It's not very complicated. It's really easy. You just have to choose the suitable plan for you. And then what you want to do is get back with the person that referred you to the plan, get your blockchain account open, get some Bitcoin, and then come on the plan. And you can start doubling your Bitcoin in 90 days. Now, why is this important? Because Bitcoin is taking over pretty much. We've had a real revolution with the blockchain technology. It's going to change the way we do business in this country. But right now, it's not fully priced in because the people haven't really realized this yet. So the fact that we're able to work together and start and work our way up to getting Bitcoin is very important. This is going to go up rapidly. If we just transferred 1% of the assets that are in the United States alone into the Bitcoin, because there's only 21 million Bitcoins, they would each be worth over $1 million. But you've got a whole world chasing 21 million Bitcoins. Well, what do you think it's going to go to? And you take a look at most people today, they haven't even saved any money for retirement. You have 10,000 baby boomers a day that are retiring. And a lot of them don't have enough money. And that's why you see them working at Walmart and taking part-time jobs and trying to figure out a way to continue working so that they can have enough money to live. Because life is not fun when you don't have any cash, right? So it's getting more and more expensive all the time to live. And here's a way that you now have a second opportunity here. You didn't get in at the very beginning, but you certainly can get in here now, and you can refer a few people, and all these people need additional dollars. Well, what are you going to do? Have them go buy mutual funds or get into limited partnerships? My experience is those things just don't work right. They don't work well because they don't seem to pan out. And it's all legal. People lose a lot of money over there in those legal, legitimate investments, as they're called. And you got to pay all those advisors, and you got all this licensing stuff you have to do. I mean, it's just crazy what you have to go through over there just to invest $1, right? Well, this is not an investment. It doesn't qualify as an investment. But it's something you can actually do where you can actually get ahead and win for a change doing this kind of thing. Now, just to prove it to you, we're going to go ahead and we're going to, I got a recording of William Portillo's back office, and he was showing us a few days ago the kind of what happens, what kind of money that he's earning in the account. And what I really wanted to know when I started this was, are the people really getting the money paid to their account? Because I'm tired of these organizations and these companies, mutual fund companies and others. They control the distribution. They hang on to all the money. It's way down the road before you get anything. Not here. You make a donation into the program, and you begin receiving payments immediately, returning your principal and then returning the additional interest that you get. You're in control at all times. So let's just bring this thing down a little bit, and let's bring up the other one so you can see the details. That's not the one I want. This is the one I want. There we go. And this will run 10 minutes. But by the time we're done, you're going to see an actual account system and show you exactly that these people are actually making this kind of money. Don't miss
amazing. So let me show you guys some of my results. So what I'm saying is not just air. You know, at the end of the day, you know, when people, you know, invite me to any opportunity, the first thing I ask is, okay, show me your results, you know, because that's what all of us are looking for, right? We're looking for results, and that's exactly what this company provides us. So let me go to Gladiacoin. I'm going to go to my account, log in, and I am going to my back office. Okay, and as you can see, I'm already at 65%, and I barely paid this plan, repurchased actually the contract some days ago. Let me go back here.
John, we're not getting any volume. Hello, hello?
Yeah. Okay, sorry. What he's talking about is that this number over here is not a percent return. This is the percent of goal. In other words, he's got 8 Bitcoin as his goal. He's paid 4 into the plan, and they're going to double that. And he's just been in a few days, and he's already got 5.25 Bitcoin. So he's already covered the 4 he's put in, right? Now he's working on the last 4, and he's 65% of goal already. William is doing 8 Bitcoin every single day.
And see purchase plans, okay? And let me show you how I started, guys. I started, like I said, in December 28th. I activated with Spartacus 2.10, guys, $100 approximately or less. Then, you know, a couple of days after, I upgraded to 0.20. Then, you know, upgraded again to Spartacus 4, Spartacus 5. Then I renew a couple of times Spartacus 5. Can you believe this, guys? Man, I hadn't really seen the nation at that time. And then I upgraded to Spartacus 6 in January 26th. And this is where my business began, guys. February the 1st, okay, Spartacus 7. This is where the party began. Look at, I've actually repurchased twice already, okay? When I say repurchase, it means that once the bar hits 100%, let me show you here. Once this green bar hits 100%, that means that I have double my 8 Bitcoins. So I have already 5.25 Bitcoins out of 8 Bitcoins. So what does that mean? That means that purchase plans, okay? So I reactivated on the 17th. The 17th I had to pay. So I'm 5 days into it? 5 days into it. And in 5 days, I made 5.25. Let me see if I can get the CoinDesk calculator. I like it how Antonio did it last time. CoinDesk calculator. There you go. All right. All right. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. All right. So 5.25 Bitcoin I made in 5 days, guys. 5.25 Bitcoin. So in 5 days, I've made almost $6,000. Okay. So I'm actually averaging more than $1,000 a day since I renewed last time. And I can tell you guys how much I've made here so far. So that's 25.25 Bitcoin. How much is that since February, to tell the truth? 25.25. So I made, guys, in a short of 22 days, $28,595